What? Wagwan. Nation, the entertainment feed community, Wagwan. Realize a few people lose track of the days them because this whole lockdown thing. A lot of people might not know today or even which day. So me I go help you with that. We dey upon this Saturday here freestyle Saturdays. A few things we talk about, but first before we get to the stories, if you haven't joined us on Instagram, be sure to do so, and also give this video a like. As a matter of fact, me now continue to do so. So we just gotta take a minute. And you me make man, make we get to the stories, people. When we mention 5G, I'm sure this is no new news to me, as a lot of people have it to say 5G is what's causing all of this with the virus and so forth. Well, that is very debatable, and honestly, me no feel as if me gonna do the part there right now. But still, check out that little video here. Said to be 5G technology in Portmore.
DISS. This just go. Not even DISS. Right, I put in this one. See there? Right near Ken's, right near Jungle Fire. So, we're gonna start a revolution against this. I don't know about one, but me know about me for sure. So I'm not visit, I'm not shop, I'm not eat. And
now people, that video they've been circulating and you know a lot of people been talking. But the entertainment feed community, trust me when I tell you, I said that is not no 5G pole. That tower has been there for almost 2 years. So do not follow that person here in the video talk about that tower they just go up. I understand say St. Catherine and the liquor premiums right now, especially in the Portmore area, of course, and you know the lockdown and so forth. So that alone make people go come with the madness. But trust me when I tell you, I said that has been there for almost like 2 years. Do not follow that person about them lock we in or lockdown St. Catherine to install that pole or install that tower. That has been there for almost like 2 years. So do not follow that person. Anyways, we're moving on. Intence make a post on his Instagram account, and a lot of people feel as if Intence has shared the likes of dancehall artist Vybz Kartel. Intence took it to his Instagram to upload this photo with the caption, "Every song we drop trend, #Yang." Intence felt as if him need to remind him fans them of that, and maybe not just him fans but also the likes of Vybz Kartel and the Gaza community. I guess many will argue and say Vybz Kartel did shade Intence a few days ago. A lot more will argue and say Vybz Kartel never had attack Intence or Intence enough. Although an Intence video was at #1 on YouTube's trending list before Vybz Kartel and TJ's music video came and pushed that away. But people, and not just that with Intence. Right now, a little voice note circulates and it's said to be Intence talking about Vybz Kartel dissing the likes of the incarcerated dancehall star. Hear the voice note.
This man, bro, God, man. Man. Kartel they na barely I get pussy in a dog. Or that road a fuck you whole like girl, him just imagine for fuck right now. You know? Go on, man. You ain't gonna right through, man, bro, G, man. You hear?
Sai.
So you hear what said in that voice note, say a jail cartel there and a daily whosoever attack, they must say a daily, they must get crotches, they must get front, they must get vagina. And Vybz Kartel they behind the bars in prison. If you dream about the girls them, him nah and a woman if you have the fun time. Lone dream, Kartel a dream. Only hear what said in the voice note. Me never hear Intence on a voice note yet, but it kinda sound like Intence for real. But people don't want to tell me when I think about that. We're moving on. Selector Tony Mataran and Selector Ricky Trooper been going at it. Don't know how long them little feud started, but all I know say the two recently did an interview. Well, Tony Mataran first did the interview with DJ Wiz, and Tony Mataran basically spoke about how he play an important part in the Vybz Kartel career after Vybz Kartel left Alliance. The following week, Wiz interviewed the likes of Ricky Trooper, and Ricky Trooper basically made the interview about showing up Tony Mataran, claiming that everything Tony said, most of the things that Tony said in his interview was a lie. Anyways, Ricky Trooper recently took it to his Instagram to upload this.
Yo, all my fans, I'm showing you something. Since Corona go on, days when I touch out the road and them thing about the wallet. Go start the blouse and skirt truck and start the car and then go some woman, then go and run and make nice. See? Yo, me a boy on social media depend. Yo, Tony, where's the money? Where's the money? My youth ask Tony with the money, then also Tony now on a blood clot money. Tony money going a car and clothes. Saying Tony broke you know Corona time, so Tony depend blood clot social media. Set up PayPal account and I can face with man. Brand new sound of the truck pussy. We have values and we make sure invest some money in things like this. Saying I'm going to buy a whole heap of blood clot insurance for my life. I say, I'm dead and gone, I pity them alright. You can chat to man. Yeah? You build on around a pussy. You come chat. Saying, them thing I make some boy can say, yo, trooper, where's the money? Where's the money, trooper? Suck your mother's cigarette.
People, honestly, this is one more the thing them women not go comment on. Not go comment on. But just gonna make Uno do that part. So leave on the thoughts in the comment section. Last thing we are gonna look at, check out what was going on over on Spice Instagram Live.
Talk to me about home remedy, Mr. Tuffton. I mean, since as you know, you read and do your little own research. I myself, like, I'm at home, I would use like a lot of garlic. They tell me to use ginger. They tell me to boil up orange leaf, garlic. Are those myths? Does it help? Is it that we can do anything to build our immune system and it will help with the COVID-19, or is it all myth? Because, you know, we're Jamaicans and, you know, people say, you know, boil up the ginger, boil up the garlic, boil up. Will any of that help us?
Well, first of all, let me just say that I am not the real doctor, okay? I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a doctor of business, so don't let me write a prescription for your spice, otherwise you might die, right? But I go to my doctor and I get advice, and as a Minister of Health, I'm given appropriate advice to give to people. And there is no doubt that your immune system is better off if you do certain things. So you need to balance your diet, which means vegetables, fruits, right? And the proteins and so on. You need to get physically active, exercise, and it means anything. I mean, you're physically fit. I've seen your videos, and nobody can dance like you, right? And you have to be fit to do that. So it's about running, swimming, whatever that keeps you fit. I ride, I do a little swimming, and I run, and I try to do it 4 or 5 days a week. And then finally, it's about knowing your health status. What your condition is. So if you're developing high blood pressure, the doctor will tell you, and so he will adjust your diet and give you a routine so you control it. Unfortunately, most Jamaicans know that they have a problem when it throws them down and they end up in the hospital. You really want to know before. We don't go to the doctor unless we're sick, and so we're trying to promote that. Now, all of that is captured under one of the best programs I believe that we've had in the ministry, which is called Jamaica Moves. And Jamaica Moves is really that. It tells people to balance your diet, be physically active, half an hour a day if you're an adult, an hour a day if you're children, and go to your doctor once a year to get a checkup. Everybody knows what a checkup is. And if you do that, the chances of you are living longer and having a better quality of life and fighting things like COVID is much enhanced. Now, the garlic and the other stuff, you know, Jamaicans, we're all people who love nutrients from our backyard garden. And my mother and my grandmother used to recommend all the things that you have said. And I believe it has served them well, and it continues to serve many of us well. The garlic and the mint tea and all that sort of thing, the ginger, all of those have good properties. I used to be Minister of Agriculture, and I remember doing a chemical profile or asking them to do a chemical profile on ginger. And Jamaican ginger is by far the best ginger in the world. The same applies for most of our spices, you know, our scallion and thyme and all of that, in terms of just the chemical makeup. So those are all good for us. How the proportion in which you consume it now is something that I prefer somebody else to advise you on, because I don't have that technical skill. The doctor, I guess, could tell you that in terms of how much of it you have. But all of that is good, and it's good to keep your immune system strong.
That's good. Are we missing anything? Do I have anything else to cover? I'm trying my best to ask as much question as possible that I know that the people out there want to hear about. I'm not sure.
One of the things I'd like to say is that for Jamaicans listening on, if they want more information on what is happening re-COVID, they can call the 888 888-1-LOVE number. That's 888-1-LOVE. That is being manned by a number of people. We're using now university medical students, and they will provide the information, questions, if you have symptoms, if you have a fever, if you have a cough, if you think that you need to get a test. You can also go to your health centers or call your health center, call your hospital. We want information to be out there because so we can provide that help for them. So call the number if they need additional information.
All right. I think I've covered most of what I have.
Somebody was asking Spice about the Cuban doctors and nurses who are here.
Yes.
As you know, we benefit from very good relations with Cuba. We've gotten a lot of help, by the way, from a number of sources. The US has been very kind to us. We've gotten help from, as I say, Cuba. Cuba and us have a very strong relationship when it comes to medical exchanges. And we recently got 150 nurses and doctors that came in. They had their quarantine for 14 days. Right. And then they've been put out in the field now. So they are in all hospitals across Jamaica to bolster the team so that the treatment that we have to give to patients, we can provide that treatment. We really are lucky to have the medical team that we have. Jamaica, I don't think Jamaicans sometimes understand how lucky we are as it relates to that team that we have. But sometimes they are so good that they get recruited all over the world. So sometimes we have to also supplement them by bringing in. And the Cubans have been a big part of that. So I just want to say to the person who asked, yes, we have them here, and we are very proud to have them, and we're benefiting from them tremendously.
How do you know when it's time to go to the hospital?
Well, we advise persons in the first instance to call when they need information or they're not feeling well. They will describe the symptoms to the person, and based on those symptoms, the person will say to them, make the arrangement with them to bring them to the hospital or to tell them how they should travel to the hospital. So we don't encourage people just to turn up at the hospital. What we do is ask them to call first, which is why the 888 number, 1-LOVE number, is so important right at this point. So normally they would ask them questions about how they feel. Do you have a temperature? Do you have a dry cough? Do you have a fever, headache, joint pains? Those are all indications. But once you give that kind of information, we can come to you. And let me tell you why we would come to you if you give our information like that. If you have a travel history, where like you're coming from a country or a city where COVID is strong, and then you say you have those conditions, it seems as if you would be more at risk. So they could visit you, take your samples, or they could pick you up, depending on how sick you are, or they could say, put on a mask, hire a car or something, and make your way to a location. So there are different ways to do it, but call the number first.
So calling the number is the most important thing to do. Do you have enough test kits in Jamaica for the COVID-19, Mr. Tuffton?
Right now we do, and we're getting more in another few days.
Raising concern that they think that it was being blocked in the US, so they are kind of concerned that you won't have enough, or there hardly is any test kit.
No, we have all the kits that we need. I mean, we use them a lot and are using them a lot more. We're doing a lot more testing, but we're getting in more. I mean, we had some bureaucratic red tape or issues once or twice, but I think we're doing well now. And
that's good.
In another few days, I think we should have at least 20,000 kits in the island, and we
amazing. Amazing. I'm happy to hear that. So let me see if I can find any more question. The number is 888-1-LOVE. That's easy to remember.
Right. Somebody was asking about the lockdown and whether we're locking down the country and so on. I mean, I know it's on everybody's mind. I know people are thinking about it. I know a lot of people are calling for it. And that's because, of course, of the fear of the spread of the virus. Now, obviously, we've locked down St. Catherine, the cabinet. We have also imposed curfew restrictions on time, so you can't be on the road after certain.
Nation, that it for now. You see what time o'clock, you see what time I go up and get that. Cause here, and as usual, my people,